Hello everyone, Kamete here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire, and today we're taking on the Dewford Gym. Yo, champion making! As you probably could tell from his name, Brawley uses fighting type Pokemon. It's not recommended to go against it with normal types, because fighting is super effective against normal. Also, for some reason, the lights are off here. Someone forgot to pay the electricity bill. As you defeat more and more trainers, though, your field of vision will improve for all of its worth. What he doesn't tell you is that fighting is weak to flying and psychic types. For this gym in particular, I'd actually recommend a flying type as opposed to a psychic type. And the reason for that is with this trainer, Metatite, which is a fighting psychic type. Oh, really? So yes, this is why I would recommend a flying type such as Tailo, or the Wind Goal that you can catch on a couple of routes as well. Confusion. How lucky of me. Because that might interrupt its bite. Or not. Yeah, you can see that I'm only doing normal damage because Psychic resists Psychic. You might have also noticed I did a couple levels worth of grinding. My previous 2 attempts at the levels that I was at did not end so well. And now we have another trainer here who thinks might is right. He is a black belt, so I can't honestly blame him for thinking that. Machop is a pure fighting type, so my psychic type will have much more oomph to it, we should say. Beware the Karate Chop action, viewers, because it has a higher than normal chance of getting a critical hit. But we have made it, and Alice is leveled up to 16. And has learned Teleport. Teleport is kind of weird. If you use it in a battle, it's basically a runaway command. And if you use it out on the field, it teleports you to the last Pokemon Center you've been to. But when and where it works is kind of oddly specific. Just get a quick bit of restoration in there, and take on this last trainer before Brawley. Another Metatite, how wonderful. Pure Power is an ability I haven't actually gone over yet, or an ability you might not really see. Pure Power basically treats your attack stat as though it were double its normal value, before you take into account attack boosts. Which means it can actually be kind of handy. Although you usually only fight a Pokemon that have a lackluster attack stat to begin with, so... Really? We're gonna be doing this. Ha! Yeah, Pure Power is basically a way for those particular Pokemon to actually become viable against other Pokemon with comparable attack stats. Yeah, we have to use a Machop going up against a Machop. I'm not using a Machop. I don't have one. Critical hit says no. And one last meta attack to deal with. This is awkward. It would have been even more awkward if I had gotten confused from that. And there we go. That's the last trainer of the gym defeated. And now for the big man himself. I always do that, to check tag being the default. It's time to take on Brawly, who's some sort of surfer dude turned gym leader. I know, that's a weird combination too. And so the showdown begins. With a level 17 Machop, that's actually pretty significantly higher level. The Guts ability that I traced there, that's a particular ability that actually increases your attack power by 1 step if you become statused by something like poison or paralysis or burn. Because of the fact that it raises your attack, it actually nullifies Burn's attack drop, which can actually be really useful since Burn's attack drop is rather nasty. But now we have the Makuhita. Level 18 Makuhita. Ow! That should have done more damage, really. Yeah, Knockoff is a dark type attack. If you use it against an item, a Pokemon that has an item, it not only does 50% more damage, it will also remove that item from play. But the extra levels were to my advantage. Ooh, and Blood Edge reached level 18. Brawly has been wiped out. And for doing that, we get the evolution of Poochyena. How about that? No, that's not what we get for being in the gym. But at level 18, Poochyena will evolve into something remotely more usable. Mightyena! Surprisingly one of my favorites from Gen 3. For defeating Brawly, you get the electricity back on. And the Knuckle Badge. So now you can punch things. No. Traded Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. And you can also use Flash outside of battle. Yay! More importantly though, we get TM8, Bulk Up. Which is an ability you didn't really see in this battle. It's actually a pretty nice ability. It raises both your attack and defense by 1 step in the same move. That's always handy. But now that Mightyena is evolved, I don't really need to have it on the experience share anymore. So, while I do that, let's put Belladonna out on front, actually. And give Ellis the experience share. When you get used to the dark, well, when you enter the light, your eyes burn. Certified trainer indeed. And with that, we've concluded all of our business in Dewford Town. And I do believe Brawly is... actually, he's not really an optional trainer. As far as I'm aware of. You probably can go back and fight him if you choose to ignore him for the time being. I usually don't, though. Something I should probably try out. So let us talk to Mr. Briny and work on getting our final errand done. To Slateport! Huh. That wrecked ship looked kind of interesting. I wonder if I'll be able to get to explore that. Well, we'll be back on these routes much later on. But now we need to deliver the goods, and beware of the trainers. And for this part, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of shuffling with the experience share, as I try to figure out which is best. Beat a sailor. They kind of like to use the bulky type of Pokemon, such as, well, Machop here. But they usually stick to water and fighting types. If I talk to these two kids here, we can get a pouch of soft sand, which improves the power of ground type attacks by roughly 20%. I know who this is. It's Tuber Ricky! He has a Zigzagoon that knows Surf! That's not illegal, by the way. Zigzagoon really can learn Surf. In fact, Zigzagoon can actually learn quite a few HMs. Which is another reason why Zigzagoon is so handy. No, Sand Attack. That's enough of that, though. Oh, hey. What have you got for me, Chevron? Revive. Useful. This guy is apparently feeling a little seasick. I guess. Or something. Wingull. Which is actually something we haven't really seen yet. This is a water flying type. That's actually really fast. Lowering my attack can only hurt you. As my damage myself via confusion, it takes my attack into account. Plus, I'm not using a physical attack anyway, so what was the point? Alice is now level 17. It's another Wingull. Too bad I don't have an electric type to deal with this. Now, here we go again. Ha! And it's finally a mud chop. Finally, something I can take advantage of. Or something. Something that's weak to Alice. Apparently this one's got a focus sash. And Suzaku grew to level 16. Another significant level. Not because he learns Peck. Although I will learn Peck for the type variety. Torchic evolves at level 16 now. That's why it's so significant. And now we have a Combuskin, a firefighting type. The first of many, I assure you. But we learned Double Kick, which is a fighting type move that hits 2 times. It doesn't have a whole lot of power behind it, but the fact that it hits 2 times can actually make it pretty useful. Alright, let me see. There's another trainer here. I don't need the experience share for the time being. Belladonna will get her evolution in the future, I assure you, viewers. Azrael. Its evolution, Meryl and Azumarill are water types. So naturally, Azumarill should be a water type too, right? Nope, it's a normal type. Of all things, it is a normal type. Hilarious. I think this is fixed in later generations, though. But Azumarill is a baby Pokemon, and it doesn't really pose that much of a threat. Charm is basically the enhanced version of Growl. It lowers your attack by 2 steps instead of 1. And Splash is everyone's favorite move. It does absolutely nothing. That's just hilarious. They specifically included the move that does absolutely nothing in this game. All of those Magikarp brothers were sure disappointed. This guy hints at to the awesome power of Zigzagoon picking up items for you. Who's a good item finder? See, we're pretty much done with all the trainers on the beach here. And now for this seaside shack. Huh, how odd. Seashore house. Well, now we can get into a series of 3 battles here. How about that? Aside from the experience, though, there is a reason why we do want to do this. Okay, kids. Let's see how awesome they are. And it's Azurill. I'm not impressed in the slightest. The Thick Fat ability there is actually kind of useful. It lowers the damage you take from fire and ice type attacks by 50%. More handy than you think. Doesn't stop burn or freeze though. Ah, look, a Meryl. An actual water type. From a normal type. What? Yeah, I believe Azurill was actually introduced in Generation 3. Why they made a normal type instead of a water type, I'm not really sure. Maybe it was a fire type that evolved into a fire type, but Elekid was an electric type that evolved into an electric type. Spoochum was Ice Psychic that evolved into Ice Psychic. The normal type babies evolved into the normal Pokemon. It's just weird. And now we have a beauty who's using a Goldeen. Swift Swim doubles the Pokemon's speed in rainstorms. It doesn't take effect on the turn you use Rain Dance though, or on the turn you switch in, I believe. Come on. Yes! Thank you for knocking yourself out! Nice smooth experience there, too. Oh, I'm sure. Everyone here seems to be under the impression that they are a hot trainer. I wonder if that's a joke or something. You'll see what I mean when we actually get the reward for beating all three of these trainers. Ah, it's another focus sash. Oh. This is awkward. Very awkward. I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's not very effective. Wiggle doesn't have wing attack at this point, I don't believe, so... Oh man. You know what? So I really wanted Alice to reach level 18. Clear body. We're going to be using a Lepa Berry. And away you go. Alright, awesome. And now we have a Butchop. But I'm kind of done with Alice for the time being. Now I need to work on getting Belladonna's level up. Paralyzation. It's fantastic. When it decides to actually work for you. And we defeated Sailor Dwayne. Now for Sailor Brando. I mean, wait, what? Wait a minute. Oh. Rounds of Oz level 20, right. But anyway, we defeated all three trainers here. And for talking to this guy, we get half a dozen bottles of soda. It's not for you, though. It's for your Pokemon. It heals 60 HP. We can also buy soda here. $300 a bottle. which can actually be really efficient since it costs less than a super potion, but it heals 10 HP more. But now we have finally made it to Slateport City itself. What wonders await us here? And will we be having to deal with all those spades over there? Find out another time. I'll see you there. Take care now.